I'm just going off of your cooldowns. So all I have to do is copy your cooldowns and I win the game.
Yeah.
You're also Eing a lot while I'm burrowed, which is a big issue for you because you're losing a cooldown on something that you know you can't hit already.
Yeah.
So it's just because you have so much pressure of me coming after you. It's the thorn effect.
He's OP. He does so much damage.
No, he doesn't. He just does a ton of DOT. If you have a good healer, he's fine. You're fine. That could have just been a boring little bit of CC.
I was hoping to get around the fucking corner. Oh, I hate you.
I also have like way better movement than you, so I can just avoid half of the stuff coming at me. Eh. His OP's got ult. What is that at?
I was thinking you were gonna move further than possible.
Twice?
Yeah.
Twice the amount of damage I can even take. Alright, so that blocks projectiles.
I was thinking, I didn't know how wide the hitbox was, like if it only blocked in the middle or. Ah, fuck you, damn it. So it blocks it all the way to the outside of it?
Huh? Oh yeah, it blocks like around it. Like you can get like it's a little bit thinner than like what the animation actually shows, so you can kind of hit it, but it's really hard if I get like the orb dead center.
Okay.
Alright, it's
Yo, South Farley, thank you for the follow.
You ready
Welcome
for
to the
some
Taco Shack.
Jade?
Very happy to have you.
Jade 1v1? Or do you think you know Jade?
I wouldn't mind.
Alright, let's go. So Jade's probably the best all-around range champ in the game. She fits in with the most comps. She's really good at abusing dive melee as well. But I really like her with snipe reset build. You're pretty much using my build, but instead of taking the extra stun duration, you should take Desperado. Desperado's OP.
Heal on snipe.
Oh no, the Desperado is your disabling shot instantly reloads your revolver with 6 shots. So if I hit that on you, I have 6 shots on my pistol, which helps your gunslinger ability to reduce your cooldown on your stealth so you can reset and snipe faster. It's like a lot to take in. It's like a lot of different things synergizing for one thing.
Don't you think that Drake should be getting a nerf already?
So you know the stealth reset, stealth reset build. So yeah, you snipe, then stealth, and you can get snipe again.
Yeah. So I get to miss 2 of them.
Exactly. You know your EX snipe, right? So it roots the person and it's instant cast.
Yeah.
Go get those HP orbs. So yeah, instant like snipe. It's really useful, and the EXQ is pretty useful as well if you're in a bad spot, because it gives you a shield. Like if you're gonna take damage, you can just shield yourself, and that's like a 32 damage shield. Jade used to go immaterial with her EXQ, by the way, and it would make her teammates immaterial. That's how OP that
insane.
that was. Like she got patched like first. Oh. Alright. So you can do that, block the spell, you get 6 shots off that, and then my stealth is pretty much already almost down.
Enemy team won the orb.
I'm gonna take these health orbs. So you know the basics of Jade though, pretty much.
For sure. I didn't know that about hers, for sure. EXQ, though.
Her EXQ is like the thing I use the most on Jade.
Okay.
Like, and it gives your ally shields as well, so it's pretty useful to help out an ally. Like, if you're both in a bad spot, you can EXQ and it'll help them a little bit.
That makes sense.
32 damage is a chunky shield. It's a nice shield. Like that's like that takes out like a full like potential burst that could come out. All right, so this is the 1v1. Oh, I didn't know I'm a snipe up. I'm a noob. By the way,
No.
I can see you when you're invisible.
How's that?
I'm just good. I'm not cheating. I just pretty much. Oh, I thought I had enough time for space. Feels bad. Oh, you really didn't go for health orbs? Never mind. You can see me when I'm invisible, I guess.
No.
But
So,
yeah, usually I'm pretty good at figuring out where Jades are sniping at.
Yeah.
Between like gold to plat, I can usually figure out like where they're. Like a lot of Jades make the mistake of stealthing and then going to the same exact position on the map and sniping
Yeah.
at the beginning of the round every single like time. So it's really good to just abuse that. Ashka, I'm not good at, but we're gonna teach you what he does anyways. Alright, Ashka's got another mechanic.
Don't you think that
like,
trades should be getting a nerf
mechanic, which is
already?
Ignite.
They've been in
because
play for
Ignite's
so long with no
the
repercussions.
thing you want to
Let's
build
just
around
see
the
a
most.
Jade.
He has a Battlerite called Magma.
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
Magma. Load. Magma.
Yeah, Magma.
His Battlerite Magma is the most important thing in his kit, because your Ignite will do extra damage, and it'll decrease the enemy's movement speed as well. So Ignite is applied by your... Does Q apply it as well? No, Q can apply it with your... Stab it. Q can. I'm like reading.
That's the
Q
best
can-
time to go in on someone, I hear.
Q can apply it if you have a Battlerite for it, but I don't like the Battlerite. Another really important thing to Battlerite to have is heat, which allows you to move while you cast your M2. It's really
Okay.
useful.
Yeah, so you're not a sitting duck for an entangle or...
Yeah, it's still reduced speed, but it's just it feels better. You also have your space. Your EX space is called Searing Fire. So hit me a few times. Okay, that's a big few times. So you can see Ashka does a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah, if you can get that whole thing off.
So Searing Flight takes 2 energy, and it does 15 damage, and it heals me each time I hit you.
That's the Battlerite?
No, that's your EX ability on the space.
Oh, okay. But it takes 2.
Yeah. Ashka's other EX ability is Petrify, which is really cool. It hits enemies in that AoE around you and petrifies them for a good amount of time.
That's a
His
fast
R,
cast.
it is really fast. It's hard. It's nearly impossible to avoid it. His R is Flame Wall. Try shooting through this, because you can't.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And there's a Battlerite called Conflagration, which I really like taking. I need to take this.
Enemy team won the orb.
Let's see. So right here, 3, 2, 1. Conflagration causes these to become your M2 bolts.
Oh,
Your
shit.
auto attacks become M2 bolts behind the wall.
That's nutty.
So that's also a really fun take. Your regular Q is an AoE that stuns, and then your E is Molten Fist, which is a knockback, which can also be used as an iframe.
Enemy team claims the orb.
What's up, dude?
the easiest possible steal. No. Oh, let me jump back into the fire.
Yeah.
Pro plays.
The person I used to play this game with before I like gave it a big break was like the best Ashka in North America.
Yeah.
It was insane. Dude was insane.
What game is this? This is Battlerite. It is a WASD movement MOBA style brawler.
Fight.
Come at me, boy. Go. He's going for it. Oh, I walked into that one. That's entirely
Forgot
my
how to
fault.
count to 4.
You? Oh, I didn't know you had the 4 battle, right?
I do.
It's 3. normally, so that's why.
Forget how to read my battle rights? Damn it.
Enemy team
I like
won
this.
the orb.
Stop that.
No! Let me stand still at no health.
Alright, that's Ashka.
That's just
He's
pretty
really-
cool.
He's cool, he does a lot of damage, he's hard for me to pick up. I just think he's awkward in my personal opinion, but you do a lot with him. Alrighty, who's next? Give me a juicy one. Rash is a juicy one. He's the juiciest range in the game. Let's go, dude. This is gonna take like 3 rounds to explain.
Fantastic.
You're gonna have to win the first round so I can explain all of it. Alright. Fresh is the hardest champ in the game to play.
Did I
The
hear?
hardest. Like literally really hard to play. You can also be the strongest champ in the game. Everybody complained last patch because he got nerfed. I thank the Lord because there's this GC named Lemon Cake and he ruins my life as I play Paloma. Alright, so Vresh has 2 attacks. He has a blue attack and a purple attack. One's called Corruption and one's called Judgment. Blue is Corruption, purple's Judgment. So his E is called Shatter, and it's an AoE that applies below a person. So, Corruption hits you, and if you E the person, it snares them, okay? So it consumes that, and it snares me, okay?
Okay.
If you hit a right mouse button and you E them, it silences. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. So, you can stack both of these on top of a person, and it can snare and silence them and does extra damage.
Oh,
So
rip.
the purple and blue rings are debuff effects. So if a person is corrupted, it reduces their damage and healing output by 15% while the corruption's on them. If they're hit by judgment, it increases the damage they take by 15% for 5 seconds.
Okay.
So when both debuffs are on the enemy, it causes like major problems. My build, oh, I didn't change it around because of the nerf. It's still fine. My build is based around doing this. So I hit them with that combo, and then I can just M2 silence, M2 silence.
So you just
M2
reset.
silence.
You just stack the whole thing again. That
Yeah.
that
and
cycle?
That's why he is. So the person's constantly snared and getting silenced at that point.
it's obnoxious.
It is really obnoxious.
So do you start with the 2 or the 1?
Depends on scenario, to be honest. Alright, you're gonna win this one so I can explain more tech.
Okay.
So his because we only got through M1, M2.
3,
Barely. That's the basics of M1, M2. His EX ability, so let's do this. Alright, so I'm gonna let that fade out. His EX M2 is a fast like shot that applies both effects to the person.
Okay.
And then his other EX ability is
enemy team won
the same. It works the same as Shatter, like the E that comes up below you, right? Can still consume stuff, but it knocks people away in the direction that you aim it at. So you can knock people to you, you can knock the orb away. So if I want you to come like towards me, you can do that, and you'll be in my face. Your space is a shield. Certain Battlerite do different things with the space. Like it can apply corruption, for example. It could knock people back. It can give you extra shield. And then Wuju is his counter. So that AoE that inflicts it, like the AoE that you hit, consumes like an E would consume. So like so hit me after this, hit me, that'll consume that. I have Ruin, which applies